And the thing I've noticed about testimonies, and I remember thinking this as a teenager and nothing has ever changed my mind on it, is that a really good testimony goes like this: 95% of the time, let me tell you about all my depravity. And then the last 5% of it will be, and Jesus saved me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not really a testimony. A testimony is actually a confession of God and what he's done. And classically in the church, when someone would give a confession, um, before they were baptized, for instance, the classic confession all the way back to the early church was the Apostles' Creed. They're saying, here's what I believe. Here's who God is to me. Here's who Christ is as my savior. And so you actually, that's the thing, is like, we're not supposed to dwell on our sin.
Yeah.
Well, we do this thing where we turn the guy who was a hell's angel for 20 years, and I don't know, he might have even murdered a guy or something. We turn him into a rock star in the church because he's got a really great testimony. And then you wonder why people are like, almost like, well, maybe I should act out a little bit before I become a Christian.
Yeah.
But that's the opposite of what we're trying to be telling people. We're not telling people go sow their wild oats. We're saying, no, look to Christ, put off all of that. And every one of us has evil desires. Every one of us has these things. John MacArthur once made the statement, I thought this was really helpful. He said, some of us have been saved from, and some of us have been saved out of. Okay. And the people who have been saved out of a sin will tell you it's much better to be saved from that sin.
Yeah.
But God's got to save you from all of those sins, every one of us. So there's nothing glorious about having to be saved, having to be pulled out of, whatever it is, drug and alcohol abuse, or sexual immorality, or violence, or being a serial liar, or whatever. And you can just say, but I had to be saved from all those things too.
Yeah.
And that's every one of our story. And so then we say, but put that off, put on Christ, put on the things of God, focus on those things.